Have you played or like looked at the BT15 stuff?
Yes.
Like Leviah X?
Mm-hmm.
People were like talking about how it should be like banned immediately. I'm like, bro, let's relax on that.
Leviah
one.
X?
How crazy is Leviah X is? Yeah.
Leviah X is
Leviah X and the option.
Okay, Leviah X and Seven Thunder, that's the option. They're both very good. They're
oh
both,
yeah, I agree.
They're both very good. Ban-worthy, I don't know about that.
I don't think so either.
Tessero has done some really disgusting stuff. I've seen him. He randomly just OTKs me on turn 2, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess. That was nifty. That's cool. But
sounds like the Purple King at work though.
Yeah, right. Tessero's so good at this game, dude. Like I swear to God, that guy just doesn't sleep. He just doesn't sleep. All he does is play Digimon. Like I swear. But he's really good at what he does. If you guys have never been in the same call as Tessero, and which we do like public calls all the time, like my server, the Long Zero server, right? We play test publicly. If you make a misplay in front of him, he'll start like he'll just what are you doing? Why are you making it? Are you dumb? And I'm like, I'm so like I'm sorry. But it's like it's because he's so passionate, you know. Like he wants to he wants to see me get better. So I never take it to heart. I'm just like, okay, I'm sorry. Like I'll do better. Like, don't
hit me.
But the real card that I'm annoyed at, and I
Apocalypse?
Yes, I am.
So I've heard.
I think Apocalypse is it's very cool. It's conceptually a very cool card. Okay, it's very cool. It was very terribly designed though. It completely invalidates every single slow control deck in the format. You just cannot play slow control anymore. You can't play Venus Lock. You can't play Machine Dramon. You just can't anything that takes more than 3 turns to win the game. It's not viable. Because it's way too easy for a Pokemon to just to mill you out. It's too easy for a Pokemon to combo on you. You have access to Craniumon, you have access to Belphamon, you have access to Cerberusmon, Werewolf mode bullshit. So a Pokemon can just randomly gain 9 memory on you, and I'm just like, oh, I mean that's great. Oh, you dropped another Pokemon on me because you gained 9 memory. That's really cool, dude. Like, wow.
I think the biggest issue with that is not even just that; it's the Guru X engine that came out.
Yeah, so
EX05.
Guru X is definitely really overtuned. That definitely was a super mistake. I'm
sounds like Greymon X all over again.
So with Greymon X only worked for one deck. Right?
Correct.
Greymon X.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's fair.
Greymon X only worked for one deck. And yes, it pushed that deck like really far to being the best deck in the format. I'm not going to sit here and defend Greymon X. Fuck that card. I don't even know why I'm trying to lead into like, it wasn't that bad. No, it was bad. Fuck Greymon X, dude. I hate that card. But Garu X is really annoying in the sense that it
should be Lady Devi on a free champion.
It makes everything way too consistent, and it works in almost every single, if not every single purple deck. So now every purple deck is randomly way too more consistent. And so you have a lot of decks like Belphamon, for example, where consistency was your biggest weakness. Well, now you have an entire engine dedicated to bumping up your consistency. Why? You know?
Yeah, I didn't even realize exactly what it did. Fucking hell, yeah, that's crazy.
It's really annoying. I'm really mad that Bandai printed Garu X because I think Garu X was really badly designed. I think Gabu X is really badly designed, frankly.
Can I ask why? I'm curious.
Yeah. Both or Gabu specific one?
Gabu.
Both.
Okay.
Well, both, but for me, Gabu.
So Garu X makes it so it increases the consistency of decks way too much, especially in a color like purple. Or blue, where your combo pieces are such an integral part of your game plan that you're justifying purple to run so many one-ups, and they'll find the one-ups now. Right? Not only that, but it makes it almost impossible to actually choke Garu out, because Cool Boy plus Garu X means that you will guaranteed go to 3, and then you can go War Garu, swing out however many times, Proto Form into War Garu X, swing out another time. That's 3 swings. Or no, you swing out War Garu twice, Proto Form, War Garu X for 0, restand, Melga Ace for 0, Melga Ace swing, Melga Ace restand, swing, Melga Ace, and you just keep going, right? That's 4 attacks, right? And if you opened War Garu promo, well, now you're just extra cooked, right?
Oh yeah, you're busted.
So the issue with Garu X, in my opinion, is that it gives the fact that it gives memory is gross. Okay, it makes it impossible to choke out. It bumps up the consistency of decks way too much. Battle protection, why? That was super unnecessary. I don't get it. Like, we already gave,
especially it self facilitates its own protection by, all right, cool, I'll trash 2.
Yeah,
I'll bomb deck 2, so I'm never gonna deck out because I'm gonna keep drawing. Like, that's just so crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't get why they made it so you can never memory choke Garu X. I don't get it.
It's the same thing with Alphamon. I like, literally, Dan just talked about this last week. He's like, I hate Alphamon because if you put them to 1, but they've got just a couple things set up, whether it's Cool Boy and a Tarugamon and Raising, well, that's it. There's an Alphamon, there's an Oryukin that can possibly pop up because of all the shenanigans they're capable of doing.
But at least with Alphamon, they aren't OTKing you. Or they're not
Not
they're not like they're not
There's a difference.
They're not beating you down outright, right? Melga is
right.
You're getting sent to 0. Like, you're either getting put to 0 security or you're dead.
Right.
Either or. And I'm just like, oh, okay, that's great. Fuck me, I guess. And with Gabu X, my issue with Gabu X is, again, it bumps up the it's just better Gabu X. Like, Gabu X is just a better Gabu X.
It's,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's insane.
Add 2 cards with Garuru, yeah, that's
with Garu
fucking wild.
or a card with X antibody.
X antibody, generic, so it doesn't matter.
Like, for example, we're playing Beelzemon X. You can play Beelzemon X because you can swing out the War Garu, and then after you get them to like however much security, swing X antibody, Evo Beelzemon X, burn the last of their security game. Gabu X searches Beelz, right? And I'm just like, we didn't need this. Like,
wow,
that shouldn't even be a thing.
Like, why are we giving this? Like, why are we giving this deck so much consistency? Because one of the issues with like Garu is like, okay, yes, it draws a lot, it's very consistent. But if it doesn't have the pieces, like if it doesn't have the promo, then you're kind of pressed for damage. You're pressed for all this stuff, right? Now you're like, oh, I can find my promo, no problem. Or I can
find my one-up.
I can find my X antibody. I can find my Omni X.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get why we made it so damn consistent.
I was just saying, I was like, if they were gonna print these cards, they should have banned promo. No shot. Because now you're one of, like, Saki one of, sure, but now it's like, okay, cool. Well,
I mean,
consistently, you're gonna see that shit almost.
To be fair, I'm of the camp that every card should have been put to 0. I hate the fact that we have one-ups at all in this game.
Right.
Because
especially coming from Vanguard, where there's so much more like flexibility and restrictions.
So Battle Spirits got their ban list today, and Battle Spirits had 4 cards put to 0.
Yeah.
Why?
What blows my mind in Digimon is like we put these cards to 1, and these cards are like the cards that get put to 1 are blowout cards.
Yeah.
Or just like you have a decks like 8. Yeah, we have decks like Bloom who can play 3 one-ofs now, and if they see any of their one-ofs, it's like a blowout.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like stuff like that. It's crazy.
I don't get why they've left these cards because they're so impactful, and like I would rather these cards have been at 4 than 1-of, to be honest with you, because at least at 4-of, I know they're gonna have it. Like I know, I know
you're not banking on the 1-of.
Like when I lose to HVD, if it was a 4-of, I'm like okay, whatever. He had the HVD. Like good for you. All right, but when I lose to the 1-of HVD, I'm like, he really drew the 1-of HVD. Like, are you serious?
There's some cards I think it's okay at 1. Like, I think Ice Wall is a fine card to be at 1.
If the cost
HVD should be at 0.
If the
you know
cost
what I'm saying?
was
like,
every card being at 0, I would gladly take it in a heartbeat.
Oh, I don't disagree with you saying, but I like some cards are okay at 1. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like, I think Ice Wall is one of those options.
I hate
All my homies hate Ice Wall.
Oh shit!
The amount of times I've lost a game to Ice Wall randomly sacking me, dude, I'm good.
It's a valid point. Valid point.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely rather have no Ice Wall than Ice Wall at 4.
Yeah,
because the triple Ice Wall pass turn was something that happened to me, and I wanted to punch my computer screen because I was playing online.
But just in general, I really don't get why we don't put cards to 0, but every other Bandai game does, and that's on the dev team, I feel, which I have a whole gripe with the dev team, but because I was singing their praises for a while. Like, I was like, wow, they're doing a really great job, and then they printed a couple problematic cards, and I'm kind of just looking at them, just like, why?